Right now, I need you to open your mind and imagine a world infinitely more convenient than the one in which you now live. Virtually everything you need is just a few button presses away. You can create your own furniture, your own clothes, and your own automobiles. This future could be closer than you realize. This future would be brought about by the power of additive layer manufacturing technology, also known as three-dimensional printing. In the creation of a 3D printed object is achieved using a system called additive processing. In the additive process, successive layers of material are laid until the object is created. Each of these layers can be seen as a thinly sliced horizontal cross-sections of the eventual object. 3D printing allows for the production of complex, functional shapes using less material than traditional manufacturing methods. From the research I have done, I will give an introduction into how this technology can affect each and every one of you in the near future. Today, I will give a brief overview of 3D printing. First, I will give a summary of the history of 3D printing. Then we will explore how 3D printing is being applied in today's world. I will end with the prospective uses of 3D printing technology in the future. To start off, let us examine a short history of 3D printing. The history of 3D printing goes back further in time than you may have thought. In 1981, Hideo Kodama of Nagoya Municipal Industrial Research Institute published his account of a functional, rapid prototyping system. In 1999, the first 3D printed organ was implanted in humans. Scientists at Wake Forest Institute for Regenerative Medicine printed synthetic scaffolds of a human bladder, and then coated them with the cells of the human patients. The newly generated tissue was then implanted into the patients, with little chance of them being rejected by their immune system, as they were made of their own cells. From 2011 onwards, innovators continue to push the envelope as design is no longer limited to materials such as plastic. You can now print the engagement ring of your dreams using gold or silver. And engineers at the University of Southampton have flown the world's first 3D printed unmanned aircraft. Now, this boat in my hands is an example of the basic objects that can be created using 3D printing. Now that the history is covered, we can explore the current applications of 3D printing. This technology finds active use in a variety of different areas of industry. In the area of archaeology, 3D printing can be used to preserve artifacts and create models to better understand minute details. This model of a skull of a prehistoric creature is an example of what 3D printers are capable of doing in regards to detail. In maritime, automotive, and aerospace industries, for example, manufacturing parts and building prototypes is no longer locked to one location, as long as you can get a 3D printer large enough to print what you need. In the field of robotics and medicine, low-cost prosthetic limbs can be made for amputees. And robotic support systems called exoskeletons can help victims of degenerative diseases in being able to move with greater ease. Now we can cover the future applications of 3D printing. The future for this revolutionary technology lies in the movement away from focusing on prototype to fully functioning finished products and easier public access. The localized production of goods for the average consumer is becoming more and more viable. When trying to draw a sculpture, rather than just looking at a picture of a sculpture online or printing out an image, you will be able to print out your own version of the sculpture, like this one right here. This is an example of the types of images that you will be able to print in 3D using 3D printers. "3D printing will allow the average person to print parts for broken appliances and customize their shoes all in the comfort of their own home. These examples are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the applications of 3D printing technology. But it is time to review what we have learned. We have covered a brief history of 3D printing. We have also seen how this technology is being used in various industries in the present day, as well as how it will be used in the future. I leave you with a peek into the future. A future where everyday people have more power over their world than ever before in human history. With 3D printing technology, that future is closer than ever before. Thank you for listening.